Gopal Verma has long since been experimenting with semi-budget movies like Not a Love Story, Bhoog, Rakta Charitra. And this time around, he takes an entire cast of unknowns and frames an underworld story around them. It would have been a great way of making a film if only he had managed to get his script right. It's all very well to tap into the common man's angst and use that to drive a story about an underworld company that is so omnipotent that it continues to exist even after its main players are almost non existent. It's quite clear that the driving force behind this constipated idea is the overwhelming need to keep himself in the game of churning out films based on his pet topic without getting all over in a loop over cost. But the sad part is that despite the economics of the strategy, it does not always pay off, mainly because the creators don't live up to the demands of that peculiar ideology. Designed as a sequel to RGV's very first mainstream attempt to glorify the underworld, this film in no way resembles that memorable effort. In fact, Satya 2 has nothing to do with Satya, other than the fact that it also deals with the same subject, the underworld, and happens to have a small town radical transforming himself into one of the most powerful dons in the megapolis that is Mumbai. Satya Prakash, played by Puneet Singh Ratn, is a brilliant strategist, and his willingness to adapt to any requirement asked of him gets him into a position of indispensability, and his ambition begins to grow beyond all proportion, to the extent that he convinces several biggies to invest in a company that seems all up in the air. He keeps harping on the fact that it's an idea and its structure will be a secret that no one will ever glean. As an audience, it's difficult to suspend your disbelief and get involved in what transpires on screen thereafter. It's certainly not something one would expect from the ace filmmaker who made some of the most memorable films based on the underworld in Bollywood. But then, the way RGV has been fit-starting with compromised filmmaking of late, it does not come as much of a surprise anymore either. Sadly, it does not come as much of a surprise anymore.